us?
Andrew Tate!
Andrew Tate. Everybody's talking about this guy. I don't get it. What should I know about this guy? Is he good or bad?
I think he hates women.
Oh, he hates women? You like him? Oh, okay. I thought women hated him. Oh, you gotta keep your bitches. Whoa, she's fun. That's a fun lady. She does anal. All right.
About Andrew Tate.
Do y'all know who Andrew Tate is?
I've heard of this guy.
Hey, do you guys have any ideas?
Have you heard of this individual? Andrew Tate? Do you guys know who he is? Has he come up on your feed at all?
You know what, now that you mention it,
He has?
quite a bit.
Son, what does that say about us? We hate bitches or what, bro? Like, my feed
It's nonstop, yo.
inundated. Never before has this happened in history. A guy that lives in Romania and does what he does there, which is own casinos, apparently has slaves.
That's the crazy.
I don't know
That's
what
the
he does.
craziest
People have
thing.
slaves. You can't just say people have slaves.
That's the allegation.
Female sex slaves?
That makes it better.
I don't know what it is. I don't know the rules of Romania. My point is, he is showing up on my feed non-fucking
Non-stop,
stop.
dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just
What the fuck did you
You
create?
didn't get any of those.
Andrew Tate, finally, one of the people you discover blow up. Your fucking cat-like senses for finding the most unique,
Unique is right.
pinch their nipples, squeeze their testicles, stomp on my dick.
I know.
Women shouldn't be speaking, motherfuckers.
I know, and the sad thing is so many of them die, but he is not dead. And
that guy was so primed. So primed.
he
He is what happened to us. We were very talented comics. They gave us an opportunity to shine. We had good Netflix specials, and then we said, we're ready for this, and we went on and we continued
Tate
working.
is-
He is a fucking lunatic.
yeah, he's so. Here's the thing: he knows what he's doing. That the funny
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is the people who are like this. They think this is just a wild man let loose, and you're like, this guy is very calculated,
Very.
you know? And he is intelligent. He's not just.
I think he's very
shut
intelligent.
up. Like he comes with a reason. It's entertainment.
How can mainstream media not love this guy?
Dude, have you ever seen the episode he did with us?
I haven't seen the
It's-
whole thing.
it's-
I saw you spit out coffee,
It is,
and I'm watching Christina the entire
so-
episode.
She was hilarious that episode.
I stared at
She was
her.
saying, because he is like, women should be like this and men like, and she would say things like, she's like, look, I know I'm just some dumb bitch. He had to keep himself from laughing, but it was really, really fun.
But here's what makes this guy interesting. He's in a world where he's living in a world where I think he's a thoughtful, smart dude.
Yeah.
And I think that he has an angle, and he is matching himself. He's Jake Pauling everyone.
Dude, his fucking videos, the way when we discovered him would make us laugh.
Well,
hold
on. Do you remember
hard.
when did you first discover him?
Oh, it's been a few years.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I remember discovering
'Cause
him.
he
I
would
think
post it.
you sent it.
Yeah.
You sent that Cobra Tate video.
Yeah, he was posting things like, when I wake up in the morning, a woman should bring me 2 cups of coffee, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like one I'm going to drink, the other one I'm not even going to touch, but like it should be there just in case I would want another cup of coffee, you know, like shit like that. Or like women should clean unprompted. That whole speech, it was a rant about how I'm going to pay for things. You don't have to worry about it when we go to dinner. I mean, it was
Type in. Can you find the first Cobra Tate video?
It was super. Of course, it was like super misogynist, but it also it felt like a bit. It felt like a character.
Everything's getting ripped down from him.
I know Instagram and Facebook. YouTube took his stuff down?
Wait, why? Because he really human trafficked people? There's YMH. How many views has that got? 3.1 million. That's not going anywhere.
I mean, you don't know.
Old
You remember
promo.
those Twitter ones? The Twitter ones went viral first.
What were those?
That was the very first time I saw him. It's a tweet where if you go Andrew Tate tweet Star Wars, there it is. That's it right there. Never seen Star Wars. None of them. Never will. OMG, you're missing out. Maybe you're missing out on being a multimillionaire. Keep your movie. And he's just that's the very first time I saw him.
That's 2019.
And he's just standing in front of a Bentley, and you're like, who the fuck says that? And so everybody was like, this guy is a douche, you know?
But this is our reality. This is our future. This is what no one's going to be real anymore. This is everyone's going to create the character.
It's a character.
Say the crazy thing that people kind of believe. Like we have friends that are in podcasting that sometimes say what they don't mean.
Yeah.
But they say it to get views, to get clicks, and then know that the fucking cycle washes it out. And sure, it's in their history, but they don't really give a fuck.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, like you can say all the shit. I don't know what's true and what's not about him. I do feel like it is an exaggerated character that I found, especially here's the thing. It's very different to watch a video and then have a guy sit across from you and you can see him fighting his laughter on things. Oh yeah, you can even see it in the episode. But for sure that guy could whoop your ass. Don't think that you could fuck that guy up. He could definitely fuck you up.
Well, he's got vision problems, right?
I don't know if he has vision problems. I know he's a really good kickboxer.
But this is a guy who tapped into the algorithm.
He found it. He found something that worked for him.
He goes.
He also knows how he don't think that he does. He's not like, no, you don't get it. I'm a good guy.
He gets it.
He's leaning into this villain thing. You know what it's most like? What Andrew Tate is most like a WWE guy. Like he is completely
everything is WWE now.
That's what he is.
Everything is WWE now.
And the funny thing is he got the world to take notice of him being the worst guy, the toxic dude. Now, I'll say this. I do not know for real what the legal status is of this shit. Because it is
talking about a guy
crazy.
Who's getting indicted in Romania.
Where I'm like, it's a character.
What if it's not? And we're talking about all these characters. And he's like, and then he just comes out and he goes, I kidnap bitches. I'm the top G. I kidnap bitches. I make them suck my dick when they don't want to. I'm the top G.
Yeah, I don't know. I really hope that shit's not true. I don't know.
I mean,
Has this ever happened before? Has one person?
Can I name one?
Go.
Joe Rogan. Maybe Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan has the biggest podcast.
Yeah, I know.
on
That's
the
my
planet.
guess.
He still shows up on the feed less.
Yeah.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Nobody's done what Andrew Tate has done.
Everybody has done that. Who? Kim K, when she broke the internet.
You had
She's
TikTok.
not doing that on a daily basis, bro. On a daily basis?
No, I actually think his point is unknown people.
Haram.
Kanye, he was doing it almost.
I think his point is unknown people.
He's British American.
Why do we know this?
Yeah.
Why
You
does he have
research.
this accent? What I was trying to say before, and you guys shit on it, but I think that he needs to be Hunter Biden's life coach. And I mean that. And I mean that. You guys think I'm joking about this.
I do. I need a justification.
This guy, well, I'm going to make one up as we go. But listen, Hunter Biden
Yeah,
hates
yeah.
his dad.
Right.
Hates his dad.
Yes.
Who handles people with daddy issues better
Andrew
than
Tate.
Andrew motherfucking Tate?
When the night has come, we still shine like the sun. A part of everyone. Come together now.
A man can only cheat if he loves someone else. If I have a woman who I truly love, and I go out and fuck, and I come back to her, and I don't care about her, and I only love my girl, that's not cheating. That's exercise. If she even talks to
That's
a
very
dude, it's
funny.
cheating.
By the way, that's incredibly funny.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Andrew Tate, they've removed him. I don't know why they're removing him. They're just removing people now they don't like, it seems.
Yeah, and they never give a clear cut. Here's
They never give a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, I've heard a lot of what he has said, and I know some of it gets people going, but some of what he says that I've heard isn't that crazy.
They warned me. Somebody likes you there because at least you're not Andrew Tate. Like they sees his assets. They sees his financial banking.
He was saying things about women that he was saying that like, what did he say that specifically got them triggered? Because
Well,
it was basically
a lot of
saying massage. Look, he plays. Part of it is like a character, and part of it he's a legit world champion kickboxer who's a hard man.
That's what I was telling these guys.
Who doesn't buy any pussy bullshit, and that's what's resonating with young people.
And he's also pro-Trump.
The worry is that he is going to. The kids are going to listen to him because he's big on TikTok. My 12-year-old and my 14-year-old asked me about Andrew Tate.
And
my
what'd you say?
14-year-old
What'd you
asked
say?
me, I said he's a legit world champion kickboxer. I go, I like him a lot. Why do you like him? And I was asking him. And they said he says a lot of funny stuff on Twitter and TikTok. It's the TikTok thing, because the TikTok algorithm. He did something where he started something where you like join his group,
Yes.
and then you're supposed to like post stuff.
It's brilliant. That's how he gets followers, but also gives you a page.
He blew up.
Yes,
he blew up because
he's a brilliant man.
Yeah.
My thing is with the left who wants to cancel him and take him away, and they're like, we shouldn't look up to that. Okay, then who should we look up to?
Joe Biden.
Who do you want to fill in for that?
But also, it's not their job to just say, "Hey, this guy's a danger to young men." What are you talking about? Like what a lot of times he was talking about how he says, "Become a high value person, man or woman, and don't fuck with people who are low quality."
He fucked
people.
up with the misogynist stuff.
Yes.
Because if he didn't do that, if he just did the pro male stuff, and
he'd been all right.
And pro accountability and pro discipline stuff, and he has this post. He goes, the way I think in the morning, how I feel has no bearing on what I do. He goes, I do everything I'm supposed to do. He goes, I get up. He goes, if I don't feel good, I still work out.
Of course.
He goes, I still work. I still go. I do everything I'm supposed to do, because that's how you get ahead in this life. If you just concentrate entirely on your feelings, you're never gonna fucking get anywhere.
Correct.
Exactly.
And that's true, and that's a good lesson for people to learn. The problem is the other shit. There's a video of him. I don't know what the context of the video is. He's like
hitting that girl.
No,
Yeah.
that was consensual. And by the way,
what was it?
She came out and said they were both into this role playing shit. So both of them, she came out and she was like, "That's what we're into."
Out of context, though, like I'll be honest, me and Bert
sure.
Kreischer were doing a companion.
I didn't see it.
And it just came out. And me and Bert watched it. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is he doing? We didn't have context. I'm like, that ain't good, man. He's fucked. But then once you realize she comes out and she's like, no, hold on. That's what we're into. That we both agreed to that.
Yes.
It's like, well, to each their own. If
Right.
that's what you want to do.
Right.
I
Now,
don't agree
why
with
is
it.
that bad? But there's all these videos that I've laughed my ass off at dudes ball gagged, like CEOs.
I've not seen that.
Tied behind their back,
Or getting their nuts,
kicked.
their nuts kicked. Yeah, that's okay.
That's somehow or another okay.
Exactly.
But it's because the guy is the powerful one. And
Correct.
the guy has allowed the woman to do that to him.
Yep.
Whereas the woman just seems like she's getting beaten
She has no
up.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said she had a choice, apparently you're saying.
That's apparently what I'm hearing.
Yeah. She came
But
out.
he did a lot of good things. Then some of it was a lot, even for. But still, he should still have a voice.
Isn't that one of the things you do when you're trying to push the envelope? You
Yes.
fuck up and you say things you shouldn't have said.
Correct.
And this is the thing about like trying to be controversial and trying to get a lot of eyes on
Sometimes you go over too much.
Yeah.
And they
I
took
thought
all
your
the shit.
thing with Mark.
He's wild.
Would you ever have
kids.
Tate on your podcast?
It's a conversation, right?
You know who
Especially now.
you know who gave him literally who brought him on the scene? I knew him from kickboxing and was aware of him for years, but really who put him on the scene is Tom Segura.
Really?
They don't give Tom enough credit. Not that he needs any more credit; he's fucking crushing it. But Tom really put him on the scene with our crew. Like Tom's the first one brought him on.
Tom, yeah, I'm on your mom's
Yeah,
house like
Tom-
a year ago.
I just thought he
almost
was
longer,
funny.
yeah.
I thought some of the stuff he was saying on his TikTok stuff or whatever.
But
was
the
funny.
best is Christina P's there, and she's like, "So if I'm a dumb bitch." Because you know how he talks, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, so I'm a dumb bitch." It's so funny, dude.
But he did get kind of canceled for
Well,
just
I
talking.
think he's on Rumble now.
Yeah, he's okay.
They took him over to Rumble,
That-
which is but it severely limits the amount of stuff you can have out there. Is he banned from YouTube? I don't
Yes.
believe.
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes.
YouTube too. Wow.
Yep. And they seized his assets. So
They seize his assets.
No, they didn't.
Wait,
seize
wait,
his assets.
wait,
They
wait.
canceled his. So if you listen to him on Tucker Carlson, his ability to his domain name
Monetize.
and his ability to
They
monetize
took it away.
and his ability to do transactions with certain platforms.
'cause he had a whole school,
is
like the
done.
man school. They took it
So
all
I think
away.
I don't know if it was PayPal, but something like that. Whatever he was doing transactions,
They seized
that
it.
he's no longer allowed to use those platforms.
And this
It's
should
a
be
really
this should be
bad
scary
thing.
for everybody, because my
Very
thing is,
scary.
and now that I'm Finding a Kid, or even on my other million shows I do, we talk about COVID or whatever, or Newsom or something like that. Once you're not playing that ball game, they're suppressing everything, man.
Well, you
So
don't get monetized, right? I mean,
they demonetize Finding a Kid all the. I have to deal with it all the time.
Yeah.
King is saying all the time because we're gonna talk shit, man. But we're having fun. But if it's not part of the agenda, they're suppressing everything.
if you talk
I do.
steroids, if you talk any of that stuff.
Anything. But my whole thing with that is there has to be another. There has to be somewhere else we can go where they're not going to do that. That gets as big
Rockford.
as. No, they're not big enough.
Oh, you want like giant numbers?
I need big boys because that's how I sell my tickets on the road.
Well, see, with Rumble though, they're getting bigger people over there now, and as they get bigger and bigger people, they made a big play for me when all that shit was going down with
Really?
me. Yeah, they offered me $100 million to
and they went for
go over to Rumble, but Spotify never did anything. They stayed with me the entire time.
Yeah, I love Spotify for that. The way they've treated you,
they're great.
I was a little dicey on Spotify, and then once you went over, how they've treated you, I'm like, I love Spotify.
No, they're great. They're great. And, Daniel Ek, the CEO, had a great he goes, I'm not going to censor rappers either. I'm not going to censor some of the things they say.
How far should we go?
If you go back if you just go back and listen to early NWA, it's wild shit.
Or Eminem, for that matter.
Or
what are you talking about?
Yeah, there's so many lyrics of so many songs, not just rap songs, that people would find questionable, or problematic, they'd have an issue with.
I would go over there though, bring everything if they got big enough. I think because they offered Tim Dillon too, right?
I think they're doing something with Russell Brand, or they're trying to.
What is Rumble? Who started it?
I love Russell Brand.
I'm not exactly who started it. Not exactly sure. I know Dave Rubin's a part of it, but I don't know exactly who started it.
He's coming on
Dave.
podcast.
They're starting to do some stuff where they're getting bigger and bigger names. And if they do that and it becomes popular enough and they can operate the way they're doing it right now with no censorship, it's a very interesting.
So quick, like Rumble overnight could be.
I would move.
Yeah.
I mean,
just boom, overnight.
I have 8 shows. Not bad. I would move all my shit there if it was worth it.
I think you move. Just have it there too. You know what I mean? And
the problem is, it's not widespread with a lot of people yet. But if someone big went over there, think about how many people Russell Brand has. If Russell Brand, I think he's got like 6 million YouTube followers now. If he goes over there, I mean, he's already giant on
Starts
YouTube.
an influx.
And he goes over there and everyone knows, and they just go to Rumble. It's just a different click you have to do.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not that big a
People
deal.
aren't loyal to YouTube.
Like
They're not loyal.
If Rumble is basically like YouTube, but they don't censor people and they don't cancel.
That's what I need.
Is that all it is?
It's essentially they're committed to having a free speech platform. The problem with that is, when people hear that, they go, "Oh, right wing! Oh, you're a MAGA supporter." No. They like immediately think that. But no, Tulsi Gabbard's over there. Glenn Greenwald is over there.
Dude,
he's awesome. He's about as progressive as you get.